Coach, we are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Elliott. And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Elliott. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Let's go.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you. Hey, wahoo.
He'll set up to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Check tight, check tight. Check tight, show it up. X3, 218, chopper. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Ready.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to pump the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
He's coming. 22 jet bomber. Rush in. Ray, Sam on. Wide, get wide. Watch the air. Greystone, travel. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Slam. Hard.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Go set, 50, plant. 50-61, match box, lights.
Check. Check nickel. Watch twist. Watch twist. Check 99. Check 99.
Now. Be careful.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
All day.
80 weapons.
26, check 26. Under 10.
Rock it.
Check 4. Check. Shift.
Shoot.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Ready.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Here we go.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go play action here on 1st down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is caught.
Let's go.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Just like that. Just like that. Guard.
Now Saquon Barkley. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
We go. 8 read. We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Shift. 2. Check. Crunch.
He's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get...
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run with Elliott.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Go set. 10 Lobo.
Crunch time, defense. Check 31.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. 2nd and 13. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Go. No. Go.
On 3rd down, Dobbins, and he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Leo, ready?
Right back to him on 1st down. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Ready? 10, 2, stop. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd down, Elliott. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. Cooper's got it. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
64, weak.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to
And the pressure gets to him again. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Last year he hit one from 57. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Ready?
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and try to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They're going to look to throw. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Again, it's Barkley. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You're out.
Alert 3.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, lock it. Here we go, D. Hey, let's go.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
You must be getting tight.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Fighting him off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
60 Pittsburgh.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now that carry just did something significant as well. It pushed him past Jerome Bettis on the NFL all-time rushing list. The bus had 13,662.
And not every carry you get in the NFL is going to be open field, right? A place you can make your cuts.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
That's the 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Kill. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Tight dog. Now.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Check safety. Check 3. Let's go.
2nd and 6. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. 10 logo.
I can't believe let you play. I can't believe it.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12.
Go, Jack. Go.
Back to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra. But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Looking to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Yeah.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, high 7. No, go.
I'm coming after you.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Gator. 5. Get it.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to Butler. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
58, right over there. Hey! 58, right there. Hey, I'm coming after you. Kill. Fight.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Running with Elliott. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And
going to lose.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost.